29, 29, 29, 29, yeah! Church on Sunday, 29! Yeah! Woo-hoo. Yeah! 29, 29, 29! Oh, church on Sunday, 29! Yeah! So, a continuation on from the last video, you see, we were talking about Jesus. And I don't care what religion you belong. I don't care where you come from. That's the key right there. There's two things, really, and I guarantee it. I don't care who you are. If you're an unbeliever, the benefits of self-realization are huge. And I've had some talks with other people too, and I pretty much, it was kind of like an intuitive thing that was down deep inside of me, because I went through this experience too, and I can encourage you to do the same. You're an unbeliever, or if you're a different religion or whatever it is that you come from, don't sit there and argue with me and I'll turn this video off because, just because you don't believe the way that I want or what I want to do. You know what? Find out on your own, just like I did, because I wanted to know the truth. And those are the two things I did. It's about relationship. Yep. It's about relationship. It's about having a relationship with God through meditation. I talked about the highway. Having a relationship through God through meditation, doing that little thing, where you're spending some time where instead of doing this, you're doing this. Because be still and know God. Makes sense, right? Because God knows what you want to do before you ever even go down that path. The spiritual voice that I've talked about in the past, where it's like I will want to go ask a question and the answer gets there before I even finish my question, so that spiritual voice that's there that helps guide and direct, and then also giving reverence and recognition and honor, big time honor, because can you imagine if you study the work of the cross, can you imagine God telling you, you're a son of God, right? And we're all sons and daughters, right? We're all God's creation. And I don't care what religion you are. You can sit there and argue about it. Well, but his name's this, his name's that. No. We're all under the one big umbrella, see? We're all God's creation. We're all created alike. We're a little bit different, but the reality of the fact is when you take off the skin, we're all the same underneath, right? We are. We're all the same underneath. Get rid of the color, get rid of the tones, get rid of the shape of the eyes, get rid of all that. You just take off the skin and basic humanity's underneath of that. The exoskeleton is exoskeleton. We're all the same underneath. So if you and nobody can refute that. Nobody. That we're all the same underneath, and that come on, settle down. Okay, so studying the work of the cross. Can you imagine, let me get back. Can you imagine living your life, coming down here, and then God telling you that your life you're going to sacrifice and you're going to die for what you did. And, and having faith in that and accepting that. And then going through the torture of all of that. And then like when Jesus said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Why has it put me through so much pain, to do something like that, and you love me so much. But then, see, that's the thing. Whatever thing looking like on the outside, whatever thing looking like on the outside, it's the truth. Nope, ain't the truth. Nope. It's what's on the inside. It's what's going on the inside, because I think we can all agree that what's going on in our world today and what's looking on the outside don't look very good, does it? No. There's all this chaos and disorder and corruption and pain and threatening and destruction and stuff that's got us all out here going, roar. It's like this lion that's roaring all the time. And I got to tell you one thing, thought of me, having that relationship with God, and I even have to remind myself, pretty much kind of sort of every day, to have faith and to trust God, to have patience and to let go, because our tendencies want to be in control and worry about all the things that are on the outside. And the only thing that it's doing is having a detrimental effect on us, period. So, the important things. Okay, back to. So, sometimes I get a little. The important things about relationship, about the work of the cross. Those things, period, though. I mean, that's where everybody, that's simplistically where everybody needs to get on the same page. And that's what I did, you see. That's what I did. That's what I did, and that's how I found, because I didn't want the influence from anything else out there. And you see, and a lot of people are searching, and you see, oh, this celebrity's studying this now, and this celebrity's involved in this now. And then you see about, you know, the argument with the Scientology thing that's going on out there, and it's like, you know, and it's all, let me ask you a question, okay? And if you haven't learned and you haven't read and you don't know Jesus and Christ and none of the money, but let me ask you a question. Like, some of out there are people that know Jesus Christ. Let me ask you a question, and I wish I could hear your answers. I wish I very good. Do you think that Jesus approves and wanted religion? Do you? No. I mean, the resound is no. I mean, when I asked you that question, the voice inside me said no. No. Religion has done nothing but separate us and divide us and try to control us. You know, I mean, it really has. I mean, you look at what the Muslims do in Sharia law. I mean, somebody's probably ticked because I just laughed right now. You know, I mean, Sharia law, it's all about laws and controlling. Religion has been created to control people. A lot of it is out there to control people. And you know what? By and large, religion has had its place. But it's time, you see, it's time. It's time for the revival. It's time for the revival with God to bring us all together now. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. Yeah, because we all must call him God. Can we all call him God? I think we can. Yeah, we can. Because if you think about it, if we could get on all the same page with that, and there's lots of people out there that believe in some sort of spirituality to an extent, however we want to describe that, whether it's the Hindus, the Buddhists, whether it's, you know, there's a, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know, there's some sort of, if we just kind of give it like a spirituality kind of journey, or, I mean, how do you describe all the religions that are out there and then name it something? Batam. So, you know, do you think Jesus, and no went in my head, no, you didn't approve of it at all. No, God doesn't approve of it either. Religion has just done nothing but divide us. And so we're talking about the important things, and that's about relationship. It's about relationship and coming together on the same plane of a family. The same plane of one family on this planet. And boy, I tell you, man, I think I sit here right now today and I think, oh my gosh, God, how are we going to do this? I mean, I don't think I'm the only one who's going to be doing anything. I want to have big input, you see. I want to have big input. I want to start something. I want to start something big. Because I think we need to come together. We need to come together. Come together. Yeah. We need to come together as one people on the planet, period. And to have a universal understanding of one family. I remember one time I was in Kiev. Do you know what Kiev is? It's in Ukraine. It's the capital of Ukraine. It's Kiev. And I was down in city center, down below, and I was at this little t-shirt shop. And there was this girl in there, and I don't know, I think she was from, they were like from Uzbekistan or something like that. She kind of had dark skin. I can't tell you exactly where they're at. She kind of looked sort of Asian, but not, you know. And I know somebody got the answer out there. But anyway, it was like her and her friend. And I talked to them. And I get emotional about this just because it was like kind of like a wow thing to be in another part of the world, and then for her to say this, you know, and I don't know what it was that what sparked this conversation, but you know, the fact that she believed in God, and she reached out to me and she says, "You're my brother. We are brother and sister," and we hugged each other, and and she said, "I love you," and you know, it was such a special moment, you know, to be in another part of the world, and for somebody to say that to me in that moment was just like wow, you know, because that's that's where it's at, friend.
Yeah, that's where it's at. One God, one people, one religion, and that's...
Do we all call him God?